Just my luck. That's okay though. I had a nice week. Got lots of miles. Did really good. Ran into a couple things, and I'm thinking, and never think this, especially on the day you're gonna go home. I got it made. It's smooth sailing from here. Oh, you know what? I gotta turn this headset off. Okay. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. I accidentally left the headset on, so probably didn't hear a word I said. Should work now. Anyway, yeah. So had a wonderful week. Got tons of miles. Went everywhere. It was pretty cool. Thinking to myself, we really don't have any winter going on. This is awesome. It's gonna suck this summer with the water situation, but and so never think this on your go home day or before your go home day. Oh yeah, it's gonna be smooth sailing. Because yesterday I was down there in LA. They gave me a good load. This place called Kimberly Clark, and it's like toilet paper and stuff like that, so it's real light. And so I get the load and I take it up to McCarran, Nevada, which is cool because you can go the back way, and then speed limit's like 70 miles an hour, so you can kind of move along. And so I'm thinking that's great. And then I hadn't checked the weather because I didn't think I had to. So I'm about halfway up. I checked the weather and I'm like, oh man, they're going to get 18 inches up there on Donner Summit. And I'm sitting there doing the math and I'm like, oh, that's exactly when I'll be heading that way in the morning, right? Sure enough, got up this morning. They gave me a load going over to Suisun City and, what's the other one? Vacaville, I think. Groceries, because this is a grocery DC over here. And so I go to put the chains on. Once I get up here, highway patrol stops. He says, oh, it's maximum. And I said, no problem. I always put maximum on anyway. And I'm thinking, no problem. Put the chains on, head over the hill. Nah. It, like I always say, it's not driving in the snow. I don't mind that. I don't mind putting the chains on. I actually kind of like it. It gives me a little bit of exercise, a little bit of a challenge, right? None of that bothers me. What bothers me is that if everybody could just control themselves and drive over the mountain without killing somebody or whatever, putting it in the ditch, we would be good. But no, they couldn't handle it. So just after I put the maximum chains on, I pull out and I go, and there's the overhead sign that says, turning traffic around, everyone must exit up the way. So I just pulled off on the side because I don't want to go back. And so there's no telling how long this is going to take. One of the things is if there's a lot of spinouts, they'll just close the road like for hours. So we'll see what happens. Hey, got a couple of highs in there. What's going on? Anyway, so I thought, well, you know what? Now's the time to do a live stream. I'm all chained up, getting ready to make some coffee, sitting on the side of the road. I'm up here in Truckee, California. So for those of you that are out there in the East Coast or Midwest or whatever, Truckee is, I don't know, maybe 10 miles or something before you get to Donner Summit. Donner Summit's, it's over 7,000 feet up. Keeping warm, oh yeah, warm is no problem. When it snows up here, it's usually just below freezing, like 32, 30, somewhere in there, maybe 28. And my biggest thing is putting chains on. I'll be a sweaty mess if I put the jacket on, and which I did, and I was cooking. So yeah, no, being warm is no problem at all. But no, now we play the waiting game, which I can't complain where I work at. They're gonna pay me to sit here, so I mean that's good. But like you've seen in the title, go home day. It This is the day I go home, so Yeah, they have a certain amount of time to get this road open, and if they don't, then for those of you that are familiar, we have a yard down in Sacramento there, and so I'm just gonna call them and be like, "Hey, how about I just drop this in the yard and somebody else pick it up, and I can head on back to Red Bluff and then get home." But we'll see if that even happens. The biggest problem with Donner Summit is that there may not even be that harsh of weather, but if there's enough people crashing and having an accident, then yeah, it could be damn near wet pavement and they'll shut the road down. It's just, what's your job? I'm a truck driver. I drive for Walmart. Here, let me take you outside here. Make sure I don't get ran over. So yeah, I'm currently up here on Donner Summit. Well, I'm in Truckee, California. All chained up, getting ready to head over the hill. And they got the road closed. But so putting these on, I did a whole video on putting these on earlier, and normally when people put chains on, they got to stop and then like readjust them and do all that. Well, I haven't had to do any adjustments. This is how you should put chains on. When you stop, there shouldn't be any loose chains going on here. They should be tight. And like I said in the video, it's all about the setup. It's about like how, see here you're on the trailer, they're all pretty tight. It's all about how well did you set it up. I mean, for people that are really meticulous, they like everything just so, they ought to be great at putting chains on. Because if you get it just so, you get all the slack out when you go to put them on. When you go to tighten them up, then they stay tight. And it's really the trick to putting chains on. So, got that part down. Now if I could just go out here and use the chains. Yeah, you gotta watch it. You end up getting ran over. There's been more than a few people lost their life up here on the hill. How's my day? It's pretty good. I mean, if they'll just open the road up, I'll head over the hill and then either deliver this load or drop it off at our yard, and I'm going to head home. Excuse me. Man, I'll tell you though, I was putting the chains on, and if any of you have ever had livestock like cattle or sheep or whatever, and on a really cold morning you see the snot like hanging out of the cow's nose or whatever, that was me earlier. I'm starting to catch a cold, and I was out here putting the chains on, and I'm like constantly rubbing my face, and I had to keep pulling tissue out and all this, and I was like, it's funny how things work, the timing of it all, right? But it's fine. It's whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. No, it's not really that cold outside. I think right now, where are we at? Yeah, it's 32 degrees, so I mean it's pretty warm. One of the things I watched everybody here in the last month or whatever, everybody out in the Midwest, the East, the South, they totally got hit hard, and you guys were getting all that snow. And then I was talking to some friends of mine out in Ohio, and they were like, oh yeah, it's all kinds of snow and negative 13 degrees. And I'm like, yeah, see, we don't generally get snow like that out here in California. California, it'll get down, it'll get down in the 20s this is when it's snowing. And we'll get a bunch of snow. And then when it starts to clear up, then we may get, single digits. Occasionally we'll hit a negative, 2, 3, 4 degrees or whatever. But overall, we don't get that cold out here. But that didn't stop the snow. I mean, you only need 32 degrees to get a bunch of snow to stick. So I'm just noticing now that driver took off. I kind of wonder if they opened the road up. I don't think so, though. We have this tablet here in the truck, and Walmart's really good about sending messages out, says, hey, you know what, it's open, go for it, or it's closed, find a safe spot to park and that kind of thing. So I don't see anything coming through right now, so I think we're good. But yeah, no, the day's going good so far. So far. If it goes to the point where I can't make it back home, yeah, day's real bad. Don't like this day at all. But I mean, it's not gonna kill me, so what? I'll just, stay in the truck one more night and I'll go home tomorrow. I'm on a schedule where I work 5 days on, 5 days off. So if I had to work an extra day, so what? I'm still gonna have 4 days off, or probably 4.5 at that point. So I don't stress on stuff like that. Besides extra money, right? That's what most people are looking for. Hey, bro. Hey, Lisa. How's it going? So, yeah, I don't know. There was nothing else to do but get on here, and I don't want to say bitch and complain. I'm not bitching and complaining. I love this job. For 24 years, I've been running around over Donner Summit because I lived in California all my life. Even before Walmart, I always went over this summit. Back in the day, I did like food grade tankers or smooth bore food grade tankers, where it's just one big tank. There's no baffles, and it's like a slosh and wave. And I never really worried about Donner much back in those days. I was more worried about going across Wyoming. Zero visibility and just blizzarding. But nowadays I just go over this summit, or I'll go over Snoqualmie up in Washington. Did you hear that truck that just went by? That's pretty common. I don't know if you heard it or not, but it's like bang, 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 like ripping the side of the truck off. I mean, I know they can hear it. There's no excuse for that, because when I'm in the truck here, I'll crack the windows a little bit. I mean, you got a heater. It ain't going to bother you to crack the windows. And you can hear like the rhythm of the ching, 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 ching. And it's just like it's like bells almost. It's pretty quiet. And so the chains are just hitting the ground, right? But when one starts getting loose and just one link is like hitting, let's say, the trailer or something, oh, it. There's no like, oh, I wonder if that chain's loose. Yeah, there's none of that. You know it. You hear it very clearly. And so I watch these guys go by, and like literally it's this loose. There's like a piece, as long as half my arm, that's slapping the side of the trailer, and it's like, oh, you just don't care. That's what it is. You just flat don't care. I mean, maybe they're a company driver and they're like, I don't care. Not my trailer. I'm not the one paying for that. You might as well do fingernails across a chalkboard with me. That would just drive me over the edge. I can't stand here chains smacking, the underside or the suspension or any of that. Hell with that, man. I will pull this truck over and tighten that sucker up. But, in the early days, I'd get a little bit of that, and I'd have to pull over and adjust them. But I got to the point where I was like, when you get older, you need to work smarter, not harder, right? And everybody's always taught it as, you got to, put them on a certain way, and then you got to drive like quarter mile, and then you got to get out and check them out and then retighten them. And I'm thinking, man, that's a waste of time. Is there some way we could fix that? I don't want to do that. And there is. It's like I said earlier when I was showing you, it's the setup. It's how well you put these things on where there's no slack anywhere, and then how you connect them. You want to connect the back to the maximum that you can. And yeah, you've seen it. I just showed you. Those chains are tight. I just drove 2 miles on wet pavement, and they're plenty tight. They're going to be just fine. So yeah, you can cut all that stuff out. Just put the chains on, drive over the mountain, and the next time you see those chains or touch them, it's when you're taking them off to get the hell out of here. So it just goes to show that, if you're really into what you do, if you're really good at it, you can cut corners and it can be safe. It's just, it's like right now. there's no reason for this road to be closed because it hasn't. We're supposed to get 18 inches up here. I doubt there's more than a couple inches on the ground. And the thing is that people were just trying to haul ass, and then they spun out. Driving too fast, or like what you heard a minute ago, that chain slapping. Yeah, they get down the road a ways, and that chain comes off, and maybe a couple other come off, and then they don't have chains, and then they're trying to run the mountain like they're all chained up, and then they block the road. That usually that's the problem with weather. It's not the weather itself; it's people. So just do it. That's right. That's it. Just do it. You know, I'm a terrible teacher. My kids know it. Like if I'm showing them something or whatever, I'm like, well, you got to do this or that, and they're like, I don't get it, and I'm like, just do it. Quit giving me lip. You seen me do it. What the hell? you know, I guess because when I was growing up, there was a lot of that. My dad was pretty good about explaining stuff, but once he did explain it, that was the statement. Just do it. You know what you're doing. You've watched me. I already showed you. We don't need to go over this again. And so that trained me as a youngster that you better pay attention. You better pay attention to what he's saying or whoever's talking the first time because you're not getting it the second time. And at that point, well, you're on your own. Figure it out. You know, you may have to fall a few times so you can walk. And sorry about the dinging noise. I don't know if you can hear that or not. I'm part of a group, and apparently they all woke up because they're talking. So, still no message here about the road opening up. I'm running low on Red Bull here. I don't normally drink this Red Bull, but at the DC I work out of, we have one of those vending machines, and well, it's not a machine. It's like a little shopping area, and then you go over and scan all your stuff. And so this is what they had. But cool thing about the truck here is, I'll put you back in the back here. I turned in late. Where are you stuck at? I'm stuck up here on Donner. I'm actually in Truckee. Got a bunch of spin outs. I'm all chained up, ready to roll. And yeah, it's my go home day. So I'm just watching that clock. I know exactly how much time. I know exactly when I need to leave here to be able to make it. And so I got a lot of time, but you just don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, coffee time. I'll put you guys on the thing here while I set up my coffee. Yeah, one thing's for sure. Got to have hot coffee. Winter or summer, it doesn't matter which. And then, so I keep the Keurig, I guess you'd call it. Use these little things here. I like Black Rifle coffee. This is a favorite at our house. But we don't do the Keurig at the house. We actually do a French press. My oldest daughter and me are the coffee drinkers of the house. My wife used to be years ago, but not really anymore. And yeah, so you got to have coffee in the truck, period. And then in the summer, you got to have ice. I got an ice maker that I put here in the back. Hold on, I got to grab a water. Here we go. So yeah, in the summer, I got an automatic ice maker that I carry with me. And I always make fresh coffee. Hell, I just pull over at the side of the road. I'll just be driving along. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be morning. Could be afternoon or whatever you want it to be. And all of a sudden I want some coffee and I don't go to the truck stop. I just pull over and start this thing up. Yeah, got some cold coffee in here from earlier. God, that's terrible. I made coffee this morning and I drank it. And then I walked into the DC and they had a machine there. So I was like, oh, I'll try the machine. That's awful. I should have just poured that out. Whatever. Anyway. So yeah. Yeah, you gotta have a coffee everywhere. That's right, everywhere. There we go. Make sure my generator is functional there, because it's going to kick on here in a minute. Hopefully it won't be too much noise. So anyway, yeah, no, I like the amenities at home here in the truck. I carry a small barbecue. I barbecue up steaks and chicken and different kinds of things. I got the microwave. Cook things in there and what all. This last week, I haven't released the video yet, but I have a video where I'm going to be. It's basically a challenge. It's a cooking challenge, and I said I have $40 to live on for the entire week. I can only live on the food that I buy and what I cook here in the truck. So I got it down to $32.69. And so the challenge is not just that, but each day you have to take something away. And so the first day I took plates away. I couldn't use plates anymore. Second day, I take away. I took the barbecue away. So I only had the microwave. Third day, I took, I have a really good kitchen knife. Took that away because basically I've been doing steaks. They're little thin steaks. That's why I get away with dollars. Steaks, eggs, tortillas. I got all the seasoning and spices and stuff. And so, fourth day. God, what did I take away the fourth day? I took something else away on the fourth day, which was yesterday. But part of the challenge was this, that if I was to buy anything, like in a truck stop or anywhere, then I would be penalized. Well, I hadn't had a Red Bull in like 3 days. And I'm like, yeah, this is bullcrap, man. I need a Red Bull. Drinking water and coffee is not cutting the mustard. And so, I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to get a Red Bull. So I went into the DC. I got a Red Bull. That's what you see me drinking there earlier. And I got a little thing of mini donuts. So I had to be penalized. And so I draw it out of a hat. And I drew out the next thing that was going to be taken because I had done that. Well, the microwave is what got taken. So what am I going to cook with now? I have eggs, raw eggs, thin steaks, tortillas. I don't think I'm going to be heading off on the side of the road to start a fire, not in a snowstorm. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to do that. And so it's like, well, you got to figure it out. And I got to thinking, and I'm like, you know what? Back in the day when I worked construction, we would put like frozen burritos and stuff on the manifold, wrapped in foil. And I was like, I could do that again. Truck's got a big old turbo on it. It's blazing hot. And so that's what I'm doing today. I'm wrapping it up. The eggs are a bit of a problem, though. How do you take runny eggs and put them in foil and put it on there? Well, I think I got it figured out. I have a bag of cheese, and if you mix a lot of cheese with it, then it makes it a lot thicker, and I'll make like a foil bowl, and then I'll make it into a foil ball, and I'll put it on the manifold. We'll see how it works. After I get past all this, I'll prepare lunch. But anyway, that's the YouTube video I'm making right now, so it should be out, I'm hoping, in the next few days. Within the next 2 days, I'm gonna go home and edit it. Rocky says howdy. Hey, Rocky. I guess you're not out running around in this. That's good. Anyway, coffee's done. So there it is. Yeah, I had to get out here and do a little bit of a live. I thought for sure I would have got more people on here though. My problem is I do lives at night, and a lot of the people on the East Coast and different time zones, it's too late for them. Oh, here comes the plows. I can't flip it around. That's all right. Well, they got 3 plows all went by, so come on, man, you gotta open up the road now. You got 4 plows. How many plows we got? 5 plows. 5 snow plows just went by. We can open the road up. Come on. Maybe they will here in a few minutes. Anyway, lost track of what I was saying. So, he says he doesn't envy you. I don't blame him. I wouldn't either. I'd rather be home sitting there with my wife. So anyway, I'm going to call it good here. Make a phone call. Maybe check the website, see if this is open, and continue on. So, oh, I know what I was saying. Let me finish my thought. Yeah, at night I do these lives, and people on the East Coast and all that, they're already in bed. So I thought, well, maybe if I did one during the day, but I have a feeling a lot of people are working right now. I should probably get out here in the mornings, like really early. I usually get up around 4:30 in the morning, so you figure that's got to be 7:30, East Coast time, and then even sooner than that, in the Midwest and that kind of thing. All right. Well, hey, thanks for joining the live. I will catch you guys later.